What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Now, I meant to talk about this last week when I initially saw it, but with the election literally around the corner, perfect time. So last week, after the Cowboys and San Francisco 49ers game, during the post-game interview on the field, they had an on-field interview with Brock Purdy and George Kittle. And during the interview, four-time Pro Bowl defensive end Nick Bosa pops up wearing this white cap with gold lettering on it, right? And that gold lettering said, "Make America Great Again." Now, at first, I didn't even know what the hat said because this is not the traditional hat. I didn't even know they had hats in white. I didn't even know they had white hats. I'm like, damn, this is a new color scheme. I ain't never seen this one, right? So initially, I couldn't even make out what was said, but then I found out it was a "Make America Great Again" hat, right? But anyway, in the post-game press conference, as you would think would happen, one of the reporters asked him about the hat. And so Nick Bosa goes on to say this, and I quote, I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I think it's an important time. Brother, what do you, whoa. What do you mean you're not going to talk too much about it? You don't get to wear this hat publicly on a nationally televised primetime game and then run from, when people ask you what was the hat about, you run from it. Come on, dog. Nah, stand on it. You chose to wear that hat. You obviously wore that hat because you identify with "Make America Great Again." Speak about why you wore the hat. Don't run from it. Don't hide. You decided to wear this hat. You wanted to put that message out there. Nobody saw you like or tweet or nothing like that. Nobody went through your likes or nothing. You put this hat on intentionally during a nationally televised primetime game and hopped in the camera so everybody can see you with the hat on. Now be courageous enough to stand on why you wore the hat. If you rep MAGA publicly, stand on it. Keep it a buck, fam. Don't try to don't throw stones and then hide your hand. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because don't nobody else get them type of luxuries. If another athlete came out endorsing Kamala Harris, they're gonna get asked. They're gonna get asked about it. Like, why did you wear a Kamala Harris shirt or a Kamala Harris hat or whatever, a Kamala Harris pen? Can you speak on it? And if that said entertainer or football player or athlete, if that athlete doesn't speak on it, they will get ridiculed and raked through the coals. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, yo, it's cowardice. Why are you going to wear this and don't speak about it? But Nick Bosa, he gets to wear it and then he can just hide behind, "I'm not going to talk too much about it." Why not, brother? Stand on what you rep. Stand on how you want all the attention, but don't want none of the blowback. I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get scared now. Don't get scared now. You're not going to get canceled because all the "get politics out of my sports" and "shut up and dribble." All those crowd of people, they were silent when you wore that hat, ironically. Because I remember when Colin Kaepernick took a knee in protest of the national anthem due to police brutality against Black American people. It was all this "keep politics out of my sports. Keep politics out of my sports and shut up and, just be an athlete. Try to be, shut up and dribble with LeBron James" and all of that, right? But when Nick Bosa wears this MAGA hat, he don't get none of the backlash, right? But again, Nick, you don't get the luxury to just wear the hat then don't want to speak. I don't want to speak too much about it. Why you wear the hat then? Publicly hopping in camera trying to be seen. Don't be scared. I'm going to do it. Don't be afraid. Aaron Hall voice. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Look, don't wear the hat during primetime television and then just try to take the cowardice route. Because say what you will about Colin Kaepernick, who Nick Bosa was against. When Colin Kaepernick took that knee while he was the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, and when he was asked about it, when he was initially sitting down during the national anthem, then he changed it, modified it to the knee protest when he took a knee. But when he first started, when people noticed him sitting down, he told them why he was. He didn't say, "I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to I don't want to say too much about it." He spoke about it. Excuse me. After every game he played, they asked him about it. He spoke about it confidently, looked all the reporters in the eyes, explained why he was taking a knee due to the oppression that Black American folks facing in this country. All of that. Talk about Black folks being gunned down unjustly by law enforcement. How we think, everybody don't get the same liberties and justice. all across the board in this country, and he spoke about it. He didn't run and hide and go try to, I don't want to speak, I don't want to say nothing. No, man. Stand on what you're saying, But Nick Bosa, he has the privilege in America to be politically vocal without having to explain why and without suffering any consequences. I wonder why that is, y'all. I wonder why that is. You know what I'm saying? Nick Bosa, he can represent, he can endorse any presidential candidate he wants to. He can represent any presidential candidate he wants to. It's not a crime. You can advocate for whoever you want to advocate for, endorse whoever you want to endorse, all of that. My thing is, when you do it publicly like that and you all in the camera, when you not getting interviewed, it's not even your interview, you doing all of that, tell the world why. Explain why this is an important time. Explain why it's important to you that Donald Trump becomes president of the United States of America. Don't run and hide. You know what I'm saying? Nick Bosa can't even courageously articulate why he put the hat on. If you're convinced MAGA is the answer, tell people why. That's all I'm saying. I don't like that he gets the privilege to run and hide and other athletes don't. They would never let LeBron James run and hide after he endorsed Kamala Harris. They would never let Colin Kaepernick run and hide. They didn't let LeBron run and hide. He used when he talked about police brutality. They wouldn't let Carmelo Anthony run and hide. They wouldn't let Chris Paul run and hide. They didn't let Colin Kaepernick run and hide when he was sitting down and kneeling doing the national anthem. No, and they faced a whole bunch of scrutiny. How dare they? They talking about oppression. They're $1 million athletes, as if just because they're rich, like that don't mean people in the black community aren't going through oppression and systemic racism, etc. I hate when people used to say that. How they're oppressed, they're making millions of dollars. They're not speaking about themselves. They're speaking about people who look like them, that come from the communities they come from, who are being wronged, who are having their lives taken from them unjustly. And people know the damn difference. They just want to try to flip it to some other shit because they don't like hearing black folks talk about, hey, yo, lives are being taken unjustly. Why other people get to be mass shooters and they keep their life, and black folks don't even got no weapon, they not resisting, and they getting their lives taken? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing, man. Nick Bosa, be courageous. You feel me? Like Colin Kaepernick, say what you want about Colin Kaepernick, man. He had more courage than Nick Bosa's goddamn fingertip. Than his shadow, than Nick Bosa's shadow. He had more courage than Nick Bosa's shadow. Yeah, but I just don't like he being able to run and hide, and he don't have to face the vitriol of, man, this is, keep politics out of my sports. Keep politics out of my football. Hey, shut up and just be on the field. He don't got to face none of that. But other athletes do. Especially when it don't go with the narrative that other people advocate for, when they ain't on that other type of time. When they're the opposite of MAGA. When you're speaking up for black folks, you don't get the chance to run and hide. They be all in your face and they want you to elaborate, and he gets a chance to not elaborate and throw his hands up in the air, laissez-faire, say, I don't know what you're talking about, I'm just going to leave it alone. I don't want to talk too much about it. Cut it out.